Are you aware of Graham Hancock?
Oh, no.
Graham Hancock is he's sort of a historian. He's got a series on Netflix. He's a fascinating guy, and his career started because he was investigating these accounts in Ethiopia of the Ark of the Covenant.
Right.
And that they believe the Ark of the Covenant is in this one church that's protected by all these monks that wind up getting cataracts and radiation disease and sickness. And they think that it's because they're protecting this Ark of the Covenant, this actual thing, that it's an actual physical thing that's there.
And if you touch it, you get zapped.
Yeah, and that even being in it speeds people up.
Maybe. Who knows? I mean, it's got to be someplace, right? They buried it. They lost track of it.
The Ark of Covenant did exist, and in the Bible, touching or mishandling the Ark resulted in death or severe consequences because it represented God's holiness. And there were only the Levites, specifically the Kohathites, were permitted to carry it. And they had to use poles through the rings on the arks. One guy in 2 Samuel 6 was transporting the ark, and it was placed on a cart, and when the oxen stumbled, he reached out to steady the ark and was struck dead by God for his irreverence. For some reason, the Ark of the Covenant is not something you would want to. I've never thought about that, to be in God's presence and not be able to live. Our human shell can't take radioactiveness. Is God radioactive? I don't think that's a disrespectful question. I'm just saying, like, maybe we can't even handle what God is. And he protects us from the Earth's atmosphere, protects us from all these things that would just kill us and kill life on Earth. Maybe there's a double meaning to where God says you can't see me and live. Number one, for whatever reason, but what if there's another reason why, like, you won't even make it? You can't even handle what is my being, to be in the presence of it. And that's an interesting spin on being born again and spiritually being able to come next to God after we've lived life on earth. So just thought that was interesting. I don't find anything wrong with that. If you do, you're definitely on the wrong channel, because I'm going to have an open and honest relationship with God, and I'm going to ask questions. And those type of questions, they really just don't have any answer. You don't really know at the end of the day. And I don't think there's anything wrong with having an authentic. I think that's what pushes people away from Christianity, is your inability to have imagination and wonder in a non-disrespectful manner. And sometimes it may seem like disrespect to somebody, like, how dare you think about, why would it be disrespectful to think about God and his creation? And like, maybe you can't come close to God because, like the Ark of Covenant that just represents him, we couldn't even come near. So what makes us think like we could survive, like if he came down and like was right here face to face with us? Like we can't even fathom, we can't even survive outside of the Earth's atmosphere. We can't even survive if the Earth's atmosphere went away and what's in space was able to come in here. We couldn't survive. We're that fragile. What makes us think we could stand in front of the creator of it all, right?
Man, it used to be. And all the stories are, if you even touched it, you fall over, because it was constructed electrically somehow.
Yeah, like, what is that? What's in there? Why is it giving people cancer if they're really protecting it?
I think it's the actual structure of the container it's in that is the problem. That's my thought on it. I could be wrong. But I think inside it, they have things from like when Moses was like manna and, stuff like that. But